What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick, and in today's video, we are gonna be smoking some brats. This is the perfect recipe to make on a Memorial Day, the 4th of July, or any kind of weeknight, weekend recipe. This is super fun and easy, and at the end of the video, I'm gonna be showing you how I prefer my brats. There are two different ways I like my brats. One is a jalapeno cheddar, and the other is a classic onion and mustard. We will be smoking these at 250 degrees all the way through until they are at the internal temperature of 165. We'll be smoking these on my pit boss Austin XL using cherry pellets. So if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're making a new video and posting it every single Thursday. So with all that being said, let's get started. So the first thing that we need to do is get our brats up to room temperature, and I just went ahead and bought these at Walmart. No specific reason why I got this brand. I just looked at these, and these were probably honestly the only ones that weren't already pre-flavored. All the other ones were already flavored, and I wanted to just go with just a normal brat. That way I could add my own flavor tones to them the way that my family likes them. So while we're out at our smoker getting it ready, these will be sitting out at room temperature for 15-20 minutes. Let's go ahead and get our pit started. Today we are going to be using Bear Mountain cherry pellets. I really like the Bear Mountain pellets. I think that they burn great, give off a great aroma and taste. So we're going to be using these today. So today we're going to be smoking these at 250 degrees using these bad boys. Let's go ahead and get them in our hopper. All right, so now that our smoker is up to temp, it's right at 250. We're gonna go ahead and get our brats on there, and there's no right or wrong way to do this. I'm just gonna take the whole pack like this and just slap them on. And I am actually gonna turn them like this, so that way they get some nice little grill marks on them. And that looks great. So we're just gonna go ahead, get all these bad boys on there. And I'm estimating that these are going to take a good couple hours to smoke. However, we did just have our smoker at 300 degrees filming a different video. So our smoker is already really hot. I did turn it down to 250, so we'll see how they do. So now we're just going to get it shut down, and I'm honestly not even going to come out for an hour. So I'm going to shut this down. I'll see you guys at the 1 hour mark. So now that our brats are on the smoker, I'm gonna come inside and prepare my toppings. We're gonna start out by cutting up our onion. So I'm just gonna cut this off right here, come like this, and we're gonna cut right down. Peel off that top layer, and I'm just gonna come in here now like this, and very carefully, kind of come back, make a little incision right there. Now I'm gonna come a little bit lower, make another little incision. Now I'm gonna take and come almost all the way through, but not all the way through, making little incisions, going down just like this, almost all the way down to that root or the top or whatever that is down there. And I'm gonna kind of bevel, I don't know what the proper word is for that, my knife in as it goes on. Now that way when I come to cut right here, these will be nice tiny little chunks. As you guys can see, these are cut nice and fine, which is exactly what I want for my brats. So now it's time to cut up our jalapeno. So to start, we're gonna cut the ends off of our jalapeno, get those out of the way. Now I'm gonna show you how to do this two ways. If you want it to be not so spicy, you're gonna take and cut this down the middle like this, and then you're gonna peel this open, and you're gonna wanna take your knife, and you're just gonna wanna kinda cut down that vein, and then you're gonna peel off these seeds, stems, or veins, or whatever you want to call them. And then you could put your jalapeno on just like this. And I'll show you guys again one time. I kind of press down on the sides like that. Kind of opens it up, and then you're able to trim out some of those veins just like that. If you're cutting towards yourself, please be very careful. I don't want you to tell your wife that you cut your hands because, you know, because of me. Or your husband, or your kids, or your mom, or whoever you are watching my videos. But yeah, so that's how you would do it. If you want it to be not as spicy, but still have that jalapeno flavor, you'd kind of cut it like that. Because these are the hot part of the jalapeno, and if you take those out, it makes them not hot. Now, the way that I like them, I'm just gonna take and cut these just like this. Cut these as thin or as thick as you want. But this is gonna pack all of the heat that the jalapeno has. And I would say if you want it to be mild or medium, what you could do is take this and you can kind of just flick on it a little bit, and it will knock some of the seeds out, but not all of them. So to make it like a medium, to whereas these are going to be super hot because it has all the seeds, and these will definitely be like a very, very mild, low heat option. So there's 3 options that you could do for the jalapenos on top of it. So now that we have our toppings done and out of the way, it's time to get back to the brats. So it's been 1 hour with our brats on the smoker at 250 degrees. We're gonna get the temperature of these and see where we're at. All right, so we have a little problem. My smoker's at 250 degrees. I thought it was gonna take 2 hours for some reason, just in my head. But apparently it doesn't, because these are already at like 180, 190 degrees, which means that they're overcooked. So yeah, these are ready to come off. So if you're watching this video, just know that it's gonna take less than 1 hour, maybe, I don't know. Put a probe in them, and when it hits 165, take them off. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I make mistakes, and this is one of my mistakes. And my kid's yelling at me now. These are ready to come off now, and we will assemble our brats. So we're back inside with our brats now. It's time to assemble the 2 different kinds that I said I was gonna make. One is gonna be cheddar and jalapeno, and the other is going to be stone ground mustard and onions. So without further ado, let's assemble our sandwiches. So for this first one, we're just gonna come right here and take one of our brats. We're gonna place it in our bun. I'm gonna take my onion. I'm just gonna grab a nice little handful, and I'm gonna sprinkle it all over, because I like a lot of onion. Obviously, you could use however much you like. I'm gonna take and just add a nice little coating along the top of the stone ground mustard. Okay, so now it is time to try our first brat, that is the onion and mustard. Here we go. This stone ground mustard is a must. Do not use French's yellow mustard, please. If you're a mustard fan of any kind, you need to get stone ground mustard. It doesn't need to be this brand. Pick whatever brand you want, but it just adds so much to the flavor. And brats are good no matter which way you cook them. Whether you do beer brats, you simmer them down in beer, finish it off on the grill. But these smoked brats literally add just a whole new level of flavor. Onions add just a fresh, crisp bite. These are so good. I'll give you guys one more bite, and I'm gonna build my next one. All right, so now it is time to make our next brat. Get whatever kind of bun you want to use. Throw your brat in there. Then I'm gonna be putting on a whole load of cheddar cheese. The proper way to do this would be to put your cheddar on top, melt it down again in the smoker, the oven, the microwave, whatever. If you have a little torch, you could torch your cheese, I guess. But I have a baby that's about to start screaming any minute, so I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna load this up with cheddar, and you guys are just gonna have to understand. So we're just gonna take and add some of these jalapenos right here to the mix. Look at that. That's about like 1 in every bite. This is like a 4-biter. So this right here is looking great and perfect. My son is starting to scream, so I gotta hurry up and take a bite. Move one of these back. Let's go. There's literally something special about a fresh jalapeno on the top. I know you could buy these with cheddar and jalapenos already in them, but unless you're gonna add that in yourself, you know, with your own processor, with your own skin, smoking them yourself, cure it yourself, don't buy them from the store. Just put on cheddar and jalapenos on top. This right here adds so much texture and flavor to the brat that it's like, you just get this like fresh and earthy bite. When you bite into it, the cheese, please melt the cheese. I will say it'd be better with melted cheese. So I'm gonna give you guys one last bite. So make these brats. If you smoke them at 250, it probably won't take a full hour. That's my final consensus. Smoke them at like 200 or 225 until they get up to 165. And honestly, even though that these went past, they're still fine. They might just not be as juicy, but none of these split open and like leaked out juices. They're all still perfectly intact. They do look a little bit dried out, which is a sign that they're overcooked a little bit. So shame on me, that was my mistake. With all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video today. Please subscribe to this channel. We'll be posting a new video every single Thursday. I hope you guys have a great day, night, or whatever time it is that you're watching this video. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.